YouTube? Three Sons RC come back at you another bash video. Now guys, I'm going out and gonna bash some trucks today. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna take out, guys. What do you think? There's an RC out there that nobody talks about, but that's super tough. Cause gosh, I'm looking for the next tough rig, and maybe I have it on my bench right now. Cause guys, this might be one of the toughest RCs out the box that nobody talks about. Is it the toughest RC? I don't know. We're gonna find out at Three Sons RC. We're gonna bash this thing. We're gonna do a minute breakdown of a couple things that I've done, quick little mods that I've done to this vehicle and the setup that I have, and then we're just gonna bash it. So just wait 2 minutes or skip the 2 minutes of my breakdown. It's fine with me. Like, comment, subscribe. First of all, I just wanted to thank HoBao for sending out this rig. This is the HoBao Hyper MT Plus 2. Guys, I don't need to do a full review or unboxing of this vehicle. This thing's been out for about 2 years, and I'm kind of late to the party on this thing, but this rig just looks sick. I gotta say, out the box, this has got to be one of the prettiest RCs I've ever seen. Now, this sticker right here, it's a little big for my taste, but this body, this blue, the style's kind of Ram style on there, right? Super nice looking rig. Love that color blue. Two things I'm going to go over real quick, guys. My impressions and the mods that I've done to this rig. So let me show you real quick what I've done to this rig, and then I'm going to give you my impressions. So right off the bat, you can clearly see that I got to do that shoe goo and drywall tape mod that I love to do. Now you can check out my video. I got the self-proclaimed best shoe goo drywall video on the internet. It's actually a pretty good video, pretty informative. And I had to kind of be creative here and work around the panels for the glass so it kind of looks authentic. Now there's some nice supports underneath the body to support the roof rack here, and I'm going to put this RPM roof skid on there as well because I got to protect that nice body, right? But you can see that I put in about 1, maybe 2 layers of that shoe goo drywall because I got to protect this body. This thing's too good looking to tear up, and I'm not going to shelf win this thing. I'm going to bash this. Now right off the bat, I went with 50 or 80 weight in the front for the diffs. I honestly can't remember. I put 1 million in the center and 30K in the rear. That's pretty much what I hear is recommended, and that kind of leans towards what I like to run in my rigs. I already went over to the HoBao orange springs. These are a little bit stiffer springs, so they should help with a lot of bounce. I do kind of go as fast as I can off the biggest thing I can find, so definitely going to upgrade those springs on there. Now, based off the feedback, a couple friends of mine, I went ahead and moved the battery compartments about 1.5 inches back from the front to kind of balance out the rig a little bit more. Use a super long screw from top to bottom with a locking bolt in the top. They just had to drill it through with a drill. 2 holes here, locking bolts on the other side, and then 1 right through the chassis. Did have to do a little bit of trimming to make this work. As you can see with the receiver box, I had to trim it off a little bit right here on the box. And then on the battery compartment, because the ESC is right here and it needs to flex down, I went ahead and trimmed off a little bit right here and right here. Hope that helps. Now underneath the chassis, you can see the 4 locking bolts that I installed for the battery compartments. A little bit better look for you. Now, one disadvantage of this rig is that you're not going to get a lot of aftermarket support for upgrades, but HoBao kind of already addressed this. First of all, from what I hear, the rig doesn't really need a whole lot, and it's tough as nails out the box. We're going to find out about that. But hey, HoBao put out their own stuff. This is a 7075, I believe, aluminum brace here for the chassis. This thing's super thick. So I went ahead and installed these HoBao steering knuckle upgrades. They just look really great. They're metal. They're 7075, I believe, and they're going to add a little bit of strength there. I haven't heard of people breaking these, but couldn't hurt. Looks blue, looks nice. They come with these 20mm proprietary hexes on here that work great for these tires, but if you want to get the 17mm ones off their website, HoBao does offer those if you want to run whatever tires on there on the market for 17mm. Guys, elephant in the room, why is nobody talking about this rig? Well, it's been out for 2 years. That has something to do with it, right? Also, it's not called Arma, it's not called Traxxas. They don't have quite the marketing behind their rigs that some of the other companies do. That doesn't mean that they don't put out great product. This chassis is 4mm to 3mm. I measured in a couple different places. Seems to be really solid front to back. My impressions of this rig is this thing looks just tough as nails. The quality and the workmanship that goes into every corner, nook, and cranny. Got the bump stops down there. Nice aluminum shocks here. Metal shock caps. Got plastic shock towers, which I'm okay with because, you know, Arma in their 8S rigs has that, and they can absorb quite a punishment on the top there. Also, this wheelie bar looks really tough, able to take a just complete punishment. Very flexible, but then it kind of stiffens up as it gives right here. As I squeeze on it, you can just tell the quality of the plastics are just top notch. I do wish that there was some type of skids on the bottom of this rig because I want to protect the chassis, and it is open down there. I wouldn't mind having like a plastic skid that kind of ran throughout the whole chassis to kind of protect debris from running up into there. The stock one can handle 40mm cans, and I believe that HoBao does sell one that handles 42mm cans. And these arms look super beefy, super burly, and there's double turnbuckles on the back so you can handle that toe and camber and adjust it to your heart's desires, right? Guys, sorry, that was way too long. So let's go out and bash this truck. So let's go. not crazy. 141, 138, 150. Man, it actually handles pretty good. Could use with a little bit more steering. Yeah, something's pulling weird. Oh yeah, tire's off. Off, the tire's off. Oh, I hope I didn't strip any tires out. I did. I used Loctite, tighten these down. I thought for sure that wasn't it. That would explain why I feel like I wasn't getting the traction. I was kind of spinning. That's probably my bad. I really like this truck, but I don't want to destroy tires, so I'm gonna be a little more careful next time. Let's get this truck out again. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, Three Sons RC. Hit that same can. If that cut my tire like it cut yours, that'll be sad. So deep.